From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weekend weather.
Hey folks, good morning and happy Saturday. Hope you've had a nice week so far. If you've enjoyed the rain, you won't be disappointed, but if you were looking for maybe less rain, maybe you will, right? Because it's going to be a humid and stormy weekend out there, very typical for this time of year, if not a little bit more above average as far as precipitation chances are concerned. In fact, over the next several days, we're going to see those rain chances increase, right? Maybe some less rain by the midweek. I do think we do see some good news on that front there. No pun intended, but nevertheless, the next few days are going to be wet and humid. So let's start out with today, taking a look at your futurecast. The next 24 hours has a pretty good handle on things in the sense that we've already seen some kind of scattered shower activity. We'll head through the peak heating of today where we get up to the upper 80s and lower 90s, and boom, we start to see more of that convective, that explosive convective development. Very, again, classic for this type of pattern where you get the summertime pop-ups. A couple of those could be on the stronger side if those updrafts can really get going. Notice into the late afternoon and evening, we still see some showers going. I'm starting to think it's going to be by 10, 11 o'clock, maybe even midnight before those showers really start to dissipate across the area. So it's going to be wet pretty much persistent throughout the day and into this evening. As a result, the Lawrenceburg Fireworks Show, which is scheduled for tonight, well, we'll have to keep a very close eye on the radar here, especially from sunset and beyond. It's kind of a flip of the coin right now as to whether or not it'll be exactly centered up over us, but I can tell you with some pretty big amount of confidence that we will have thunderstorms in our vicinity by this time. So of course, watch over the next, let's call it 12 or so hours, and we'll keep you updated. But yeah, it's looking a little bit sketchy in the sense that there will be thunderstorms around us. As to whether or not they'll be on top of us, and as far as lightning hazards though, let's keep a very close eye on that there. So that's worth keeping a very, very close monitoring watch on. You can download our app and watch the live Viper radar there yourself to keep an eye on that yourself. Temperature heat index, let's take a look at that too, because that's been a big story over the last week here in much of the northeastern United States and eastern United States. We are trending away from triple digits, right? We're not going to be talking widespread 107s, 108s anymore, but we will still be pretty humid and hot out there. Notice these widespread mid to upper 90s, even flirting with triple digits there as we start out our work week, but temperatures pretty consistently in the upper 80s. You're not seeing a lot of variability in this respect. Now, as far as those rain chances go, check out tomorrow, check out Monday and Tuesday as well. Big time pop-up activity. However, remember how I said in the midweek we might see those chances go down a little bit? Here's why. You see that front sag on through, and notice behind it, well, they're a little less robust, right? We're seeing those storms along the front, sure, but that front is south of us. We're north of the front, and I think those chances go down to maybe 20, 30% on Wednesday, and then maybe a little higher on Thursday. I still do think we can see some thunderstorm activity here on the back end of it, but it's not nearly as widespread as what we see over the next several days. So keep that umbrella on hand. I definitely think we're going to pick up a good bit of rainfall over the next 7. But you know what? Listen, if you've been in the summer in the Tennessee Valley for any amount of time, you know how it goes, right? This is pretty classic as far as wet summers are concerned, and I think this week really is no different from those classic ones we've seen in years past.